Hi. Today I want to share a little bit about my thoughts on why the tech market isn't like how it used to be. I don't have too much knowledge here, but I just want to share my thoughts and hear what you guys think. Coming from a first-hand experience, I was laid off back 2 years ago. And so were 240,000 other people. And I know that even to this day, people in tech are also being laid off. I have a few acquaintances that were laid off earlier this year and in the latter half of last year who are still looking for job offers. So going back 2 years ago, things weren't looking great. Amazon, Facebook, Google, Apple, they were all laying off quite a number of people. And it wasn't just to the big tech companies, so were other places like Walmart, Bloomberg, GM, and things haven't been better since. Things are changing, and let's explore why. So in 2020, there was the COVID pandemic. It was a global pandemic and things had to change, and for the better too. It was back then when remote work was becoming popular and it kind of had to be the only option. Remote work was basically growing worldwide and people had access to things that they didn't have before. They could work in their homes. Students were studying at home instead of going in class. This basically allowed companies, the big money makers, to see that human resource wasn't only limited to a single regional allocation. It wasn't limited to one country, state. So when they realized this, they had an idea. The coding jobs, which require a higher base pay for those in the US, really wasn't comparable to all the lower GDP countries. So let's say India, Brazil, Argentina, Indonesia, South Korea, China. If a software engineer was required to get a base pay of 100K, a person with the same set of skills would be able to work in a remote country for $50,000. Then you can get two people to work instead of that one person in the States. Since the number one goal for companies is to make more and more money, the fastest way to do so is to cut wages, is to cut people out. Then immediately you would get 100,000, 300,000, and so on. I actually saw this happen in my own company. Inside my team, we were a team of like 14 people. Initially, there were 2 other people laid off first. And then as I thought I had passed the initial round of layoffs, I saw more people recruited into our company, into our team. And one person was remotely working from Argentina. Back then, I was thinking, that's weird. I thought we were having budget cuts, so we decided to cut off people. I wonder how they managed to recruit other software developers. And I should have noticed then, but it was basically cutting costs and reselecting resources with a lower pay. Even the past month, when I was browsing LinkedIn for other software developer jobs, I clicked on a number of companies. I noticed there were far less opportunities in the US as software developers. For companies that are rather global, if they have offices and branches, I saw that all the software jobs were all based in India, South America, Asia, Mexico. It was then and there that I got the goosebumps. I realized, oh wow, now technology isn't about the skills anymore. It's really affordability, because you'd be able to find a number of people who can do quite a similar thing. And as software developers, you don't know everything in your head. You have to always learn on the job, and you're also utilizing a lot of Google, a lot of Stack Overflow, and they can do stuff when trained. I've heard of cases where a lot of companies are building in-branch offices outside of the States and recruiting more people in those remote offices. So yeah, I see a lot of tech jobs being relocated outside and elsewhere. And the second reason why is, of course, the AI boom. I guess we all kind of knew this was coming, and I bet even software developers, they knew this very well themselves. I remember, I think it was back in college when I was talking with my classmates If we're Googling how to code, why can't VS Code itself code, you know? And yeah, that has come into reality. When the ChatGPT came out, all the developers, even my manager, were telling me now things are changing. All the simple jobs, all the repetitive coding now be replaceable with AI. I never felt it to my skins back then, but yes, it's scary. We've all seen this coming, but I guess we never realized it would be on us this soon. Even at my current work, I see robots replacing 4 or 5 people's work because the net return on those investments of robots were rather better than human work. I see myself utilizing ChatGPT from making simple coding changes or simple queries, and even when writing emails too. So since AI has the knowledge, AI has the skills for simple repetitive tasks, just imagine how profound work that it may be able to do in the future. So things are changing, and every day I'm wondering, what am I gonna do to live? I've been seeking out ways, and I've been contemplating, should I seek healthcare jobs, or should I just keep on going, or should I build other skill sets as a software developer? I'm not sure, but we'll see how things turn out.